Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Vader, aka Pro Benchwarmer, and I'm bringing you a discussion video on my homie Doki Doki. I blew all of my gems in Gaia Genesis because waiting for 5Ds has been a little too much for me. I'm just gonna blow and try to play anything that I can because, to be honest, a lot of decks are really boring right now, so I want some new hotness. So I wanted to get Doki Doki because it's the only card I liked out of Gaia Genesis, and I did not get it. But we're gonna discuss why I think Doki Doki is such a good card. Now we're gonna read this effect. It says you can discard one rock type monster, special summon from your deck one rock type monster with the same attribute and level as the monster that you just pitched in face up attack position or face down defense position. You can only use this effect once per turn. This makes any deck that runs a ton of rocks so good, dude. It's a summoner monk for rock types. Just put that plain and simple. It's a summoner monk for rock types. And I'm gonna pull up some text right here so you can see how and why Doki Doki is so good. Doki Doki allows you to gain field advantage. It sets up monsters for flip effects, and it sets up the graveyard for Gaia play, and you can make some transmodify plays, some beat down downbeat plays as well. So we're gonna break this down little by little. Gain field advantage. This card already works in decks like Magnet Warriors, which James I can never pronounce his last name, but I love his videos. Go check him out. I'm gonna leave his link in the description below. He made Doki Doki Magnet video, and I was like, this is just what I was talking about in my Discord. So I'm so happy that someone actually made it work. But Doki Doki sets up magnets like crazy. You can pitch a Magnet Warrior from the hand to the graveyard, special summon a Delta, which then pitches a Magnet Warrior from the deck to the graveyard, and that instantly right there is amazing. He missed out on an opportunity in the video, so like I'm not calling him out or anything like that. Homie's really cool, but like he said that downbeat was dead when he summoned Beta, but he can summon Beta. You can summon Beta. Anybody can summon Beta. The Electro Magnet Warrior. Grab a normal type Magnet Warrior from your deck, and then downbeat into Doki Doki. Since Beta's a level 3 Earth Rock and Doki Doki is a level 2 Earth Rock, you can literally downbeat into it, send the card you just grabbed from the deck straight to the graveyard to grab a Delta, and then Delta pitches from the deck to the graveyard. Now you have 3 Magnet Warriors in your graveyard to special summon Valkyrion on your opponent's turn. And that's a 2-card combo. Bro, that is so good. So good with downbeat into Doki Doki. But another deck that I wanted to talk about that can utilize Doki Doki is actually Magnet Warriors. We just spoke about that, but actually Gem Knights. Gem Knights can actually use Doki Doki and not even end with Doki Doki being a dead card on the field, because Zirconia takes a Gem Knight and a rock type monster, so you can fuse a monster away to get Doki Doki off the field to get Zirconia out. But you can pitch Obsidian to get Lapis. Let me actually show you guys this. Let me pull this up. So you can pitch Obsidian, which is a level 3 Earth Rock, and it states when this card is sent from your hand to the graveyard, you special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard, normal monster in your graveyard. So you can pitch that from your hand to the graveyard to get Lapis from the deck, and then because Obsidian was sent from the hand to the graveyard, special summon a normal monster from your graveyard, and now you can make Lapis Lazuli, you can make Brilliant Diamond if you have other cards in your hand, you can also make Zirconia, and you have a lot of access to cards that you didn't have because they were still stuck in your deck. That's how good Doki Doki is, dude. Amazing. And it sets up flip effects so you can summon monsters in face down defense position, so you can actually set up cards like Guardian Statue. You can set up cards like Medusa Worm. You can set up cards like forget the other ones. There's a couple other ones that you want to summon face down. I mean, you want to set face down on the field. So this card is actually bananas in how good it is. And then transmodify into Block Golem because it's a rock type, and Block Golem is also a level 3 Earth Rock, which states if all the monsters in your graveyard are Earth, which you're going to be pitching Earth monsters to get Earth monsters anyway, you can tribute this card to target 2 level 4 or lower rock type monsters in your graveyard, except Block Golem, and special summon them. So this card is fantastic. I've been taking it into my Gem Knight builds because you can use this card if you haven't used your normal summon and your opponent has no back row, which frankly has been happening a lot. You can pitch this card, get two Lazulis from the graveyard, or a Lapis and Lazuli to the graveyard. In that instance, you get Lapis Lazuli and then burn and then continue making plays. But you can get two Lazulis and then you can activate their effects more often. I mean, more, because their effects only activate in the graveyard. Block Golem negates effects on the field. So if you fuse off the two Lazulis you just summoned into, like, let's say Brilliant Diamond or a Lapis Lazuli, because if you had a Lapis in your hand and so on and so forth, you get that Lazuli effect in the graveyard again to add a normal monster back to your hand, which is actually really good with recycling with Gem Knights. You do relinquish your normal summon, but you can still end up with a 3 fusion summon board. Like, it's really easy. So I want to talk about a couple archetypes that can be really good if we actually got them in the game alongside Doki Doki, because as you know, if you've been on this channel before, we like discussing future potential with a whole bunch of cards. So the first one I want to talk about is actually Rock Stun. We got Koa'ki Meirus, and we got the more offensive variant of Koa'ki Meirus with the Beast Warriors and Machines and blah de blah de blah. I just want Rock Stun. That's all I want was Rock Stun. The minute I saw Doki Doki, I was like, okay, where's my Rock Stun at? And we didn't get any of those. Koa'ki Meirus, Overload, Guardian, Wall, Sandman. We got Sandman, but these cards can tribute themselves, send themselves to the graveyard and negate and destroy cards on your opponent's side of the field. Overload that you see here negates a summon. Hello? I believe Guardian negates a monster effect, and Wall negates a spell. That is disgustingly good. You can send a card to the graveyard, get whatever Koa'ki Meirus you need to the field with Doki Doki, and all their maintenance cost is revealing a rock type monster in your hand. Hello? Doki Doki is a rock type monster, Block Golem is a rock type monster. These all are level 4, so you can use Block Golem to get them onto the field, and Block Golem negates their effect on the field, so when it goes into the end phase or you have to pay the maintenance cost, you don't have to. They do not get destroyed. On your opponent's side of the, when it turns to your opponent's turn, they are live to send themselves to the graveyard to stop and stun your opponent. That would be so fucking good, dude. Holy shit. Next one I want to talk about is Trimids. We have Trimid Pulse, and it's pretty good. A lot of rock decks, if they're playing grass variants that we've seen in our history in Duel Links, have played Trimid Pulse. I believe that's how it's pronounced, where you can just pop your opponent's normal summoned monster by just banishing 2 rock type monsters from your graveyard. Doki Doki enhances that by sending one to the graveyard, grabbing one from the deck. You can use Tread Modify in there, since a lot of Trimids are level 3. Get Doki Doki off the field, special summon a Trimid from the deck. Now you have 2 Trimids on your field, 2 Trimids and 2 rock type monsters in the graveyard. So Trimid Pulse is already active, and Trimids like sending field spells to the graveyard as well to summon another field spell. The field spells float into effects and so on and so forth. So you always have Trimid Pulse live and active, and you have the Trimids on the field, which aren't that big, but their effects and using Doki Doki can be so fucking good. I can keep saying that in this whole video. And then once again, Block Golem comes right back into the picture, popping itself, getting 2 Trimids on the field. Bro, oh my god, man. Oh my god. I would love to see that happen in Duel Links, bro. Last one is a little stretch for me. It's actually Go-Go-Go's, because a lot of them are rock, and they can special summon themselves from the graveyard. They always get put into defense position. They're more of an Xyz summon archetype, so I don't really see them getting in the game and actually working in the game. But if we get Go-Go-Go Golem Golden form, that's way too many goes for me. Holy shit. That thing, when it tributes a Go-Go, you special summon it by tributing a Go-Go-Go monster, and it gains double its attack, and then you can negate a monster effect by lowering your attack by 1500. Hell, if you tribute a Go-Go-Go Golem for the golden form, it becomes a 3600 attack monster on the field, and negating a monster effect by paying 1500 is no problem, especially with this deck can be running Spike Shield with Chain, since a lot of them like to be in defense position. Bro, come on, man. Come on. That's my decision. That's my thoughts on Doki Doki and its future potential. I want to know what you guys think in the comments section below. How good do you think Doki Doki is? Do you agree with me saying that it's like a summoner monk? Just let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna get going. It's a wrap.